Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And here we go from L.A. Brooks now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And bringing them out in his 10th season now. A veteran who minimizes turnovers better than almost anyone here in the NFL, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett has seen some adversity in this league. Occasional starting opportunities as well. And he's hung around because he knows how to take care of the football. He can still throw it deep with the best of them, but he's the type of guy you just trust. You trust that he can come in, that he can manage the offense, and he can win a game if needed.
This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He gets 22 out of that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Brissett with it on first. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the third time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
First snap, and Stafford's going to throw. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Play action now for Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. And it sets up second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Set up the screen. Here's Nacua. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. A tackle made at the 47.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. A run here. This is DiMercado. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Brissett finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We've set it downs from the 37. Off the play fake, Brissett. Into the hands of Harrison. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Connects with Harrison again. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's DiMercado trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the shotgun, Brissett. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Blake Corum now to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their second. That first drive ended in a punt. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff, now Stafford. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. 3rd and long for him here. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Cardinals and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll run with DiMercado. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brissett. Harrison secures this left side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Brissett to throw it. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 3rd downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
He dodged the tackle, and he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Rams headed out to the field now, and they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. 1st and 10.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
1st down throw here for Stafford. Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. That's one he knows he should have had. And now they face second down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it down to the 33. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. This is complete, downfield to Smith. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Rams.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Throws caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Williams can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take a 4-point lead.
Rams 7, Cardinals 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. Jukes away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Brissett. Gets it to him on the screen. Gets up the edge to... It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Brissett with it on 1st. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air yet again. Brissett dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Wilson on the slant. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st.
Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. Brissett. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. 2nd down. Here's Brissett again. Sends this to the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knocked it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
3rd down, it's Brissett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Corum now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The Rams out to an early advantage. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Stafford from the gun. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Line up the design keeper. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Could not evade him. That was Cody Simon.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And finds Adams downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 33. Straight ahead with Williams. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 20.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Rolling from the pistol, Stafford has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete from the contact.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be third and 5 coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone.
And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grow the lead to 7. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams grow their lead to 8.
14. Cardinals 6.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Here's a game to DeMercado. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Arizona.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Finds him on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion. It was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
They pitch it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the Rams' 28-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. It's cut by Harrison. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
DiMercado on the carry. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Pressure coming for Brissett. Setting up the running back screen. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. And he hits the extra point. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Corum now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Rams on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They take the handoff now, Safford. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Stafford now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Rams have the first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Stafford now on first down. Nakua here. He's got it. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Up the gut they go with Williams. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. Gets 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start on offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs them up. This is 2nd down and 9. Play action now for Stafford. Has room into the secondary. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams grow the lead to 7. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams grow their lead to 8.
Rams 21, Cardinals 13.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett out again on offense for this next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Brissett. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Brissett. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Trey McBride. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
So once again, Matt Hawk out to punt this away. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. Wow, he had to power through one tackler just to get back to the line that time.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Rams playing themselves to a lead here at SoFi. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Stafford. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he has this down to the 34. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Williams now on 1st and 10, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Throwing now, Stafford. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This is our last chance.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams lead by 15 now.
Cardinals 13.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. Finds him over the middle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Brissett. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We've set it downs from 37. On 1st down, it's Brissett. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To the air yet again. Brissett. This is hauled in by Weaver. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Corum now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First and 10 from the 32. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
To the ground and
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Stafford to throw again on second. Screen here for Williams. And he's brought down at the line.
Great, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Air it out on 3rd. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. Running it after the penalty. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
First down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Stafford now. That's caught by Williams. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space, and it was all about his athleticism after that.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Motioning him from the slot right. Stafford now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Another for Williams. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Stops for no gain and leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Stafford back to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams grow the lead now to 22 points.
Cardinals 13.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. New set of downs for him from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action here, Brissett. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
3rd down, it's Brissett. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Pick up of 44 yards on the play. 1st down, Cardinals.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, Brissett. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
You can put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam! Sack lunch.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. The kick by Ryland is good. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And as this lead has grown, they have not taken their foot off the gas. No reason to expect them to slow down now on what could be a 4th consecutive touchdown drive. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Shotgun snap to Stafford. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, but obviously without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
This one to Williams out left side. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Sent down by rookie Cody Simon.
A gain of 4.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Running right, it's Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now for Stafford. Low left side, taken in by Adams. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Number 17, Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Man in motion, out of the slot. On 3rd down, here's Williams. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Mevis able to knock it through. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Brooks now on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They're setting with it on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the...
Pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Matt Hawk will kick it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. New set of downs for him from the 31. Williams on the carry. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another run for Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to...
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Rams football, and they don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Now it's Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. They stay on the ground with Williams. And that run was a first down effort, but stopped just shy of 1. It's 4th and short.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
The Rams are set to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that kick will get out of bounds. reaching the 20. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun now for Brissett. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Second down now. They need 7. Here's Brissett to throw. Called in again. It's McBride. And he'll get it up to the 27.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Brissett to throw it. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. We got the football clock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. A run here. This is DiMercado. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Brissett to throw. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it looks like that'll be Rams football.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Rams set to go on offense once more. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Sure, a whole lot of noise to sort through up the middle, but by the time he figured everything out, he was able to hit them for a decent gain.
And 5 at the 20-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
Snap should come quicker here. It is 2nd and 10 after the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
We're drawing up for him. Kept it on the draw, Brock, but they were waiting for him. That's a loss. It brings up 4th down.
Traps, screens, draws, you need the element of surprise. The problem is, this defense was all over that draw. You couldn't fool them, even if you wanted to.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This a 48-yard look for him. Mevis able to knock it through. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Escapes a defender. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's DiMercado. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
DiMercado on the carry. By a man, he's in the clear. Oh, the football's loose. And it looks like that'll be Rams football. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of it. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they were able to contribute 3. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Here's a give to DeMercado. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now it's Brissett. Escapes out to the left. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
They sneak it with Brissett. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing now, Brissett. Makes the catch. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals make it an 18-point game.
41. Cardinals 23.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. We've set it downs from the 37. Blake Coral. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, Kate, you want to know how crazy your partner is next to you? I would love to take a fan right out of these stands and put them there on that play, just so they could feel what a 5-yard run feels like. Because it may not look like anything on the stat sheet, but I promise you if the average person felt the pain of what a 5-yard gain was, they'd have a whole new perspective.
It's a jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams, well, they can probably just run away and hide. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. That crunches out the right upright, no good. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Brissett. He's running with it. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, Brissett. It's another into the hands of Harrison. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Brissett looking to throw. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pass play now. Looking for somewhere to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Brissett. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Emmanuel Forbes on the coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Yeah, so a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these O-linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir. Desperation time here on 4th. From the pocket, looking for a target. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.